Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Stacey Louise, and I like to do my makeup, talk trash, talk shit, just any old subject. I've got some life updates for you all. This is today's look. Kind of digging it. I'm loving the colourful like 60s vibe. Just got me in my eyes. Love them. Anyway, hope you enjoyed today's video, and yeah, let's get into it. Okay, fresh face. I did like cute hair, so it's like flat, tie, flat, and then like fishtail, and this little fishtail is trying to escape its prison, but this one's cute. Anyway, I don't know, I'm trying to experiment with cuteness. I'm trying to keep myself happy, so let me explain what has been going on. But first, I did a poll whether I should go like bold and like in your face, and then or colourful and bright, and colourful and bright one. So I'm going colourful and bright, and I'm using my Morphe palette. Me and my Morphe palettes, guys. This is the Colour Burst 35B. Look at all those colours. Look at them all. Look at them all. So I'm going to go bright and colourful. I don't know, maybe yellow and like fluoro pink. Goodness. Okay, so eye primer. Now, because I want it super bright and like freaking awesome, I'm going with the Glitter Fix primer because it's like way better to use if you want like super like colourful. And I want super colourful. Anyway, okay, so I turned 32 the other day. Happy birthday to me. Yay! Turned 32. It was a quiet birthday. Very quiet birthday. I didn't really feel like celebrating. So my birthday was on the Monday. So on the Saturday, we had all gone over to help, because my sister's house has been renovated. So basically everything that like had to go out to be thrown in the bin was being put curbside for a curbside pickup. So we all went over there to help clean up. I got put on baby duty to watch my nephew because I can't really lift anything at the moment with my back. So I got to watch the little fella and play in the sun with him, and also lift like little bits. So that was my duty, and that was fine. And then we all went out, and helped my dad move his spa off the decking that they have at their place because they're going to move that decking over to my sister's place because they're moving in there, and they're gonna put that decking down to then put spa on. So yeah, we went over and did that, so that's fine. And then went our separate ways. I was absolutely knackered and all that, so I went home. That was fine. I took a nice nap, actually. It was a pretty good nap. And that night, like late evening or evening-ish, I'm gonna say, my mum phoned, and whenever my mum phones to say something like super serious or like super important, she gets this like really like different tone, and she's like, "Hi," and I'm like, "Oh god, here we go." And at first I thought she was gonna say that like my dog wasn't feeling too good, and I would have been like, yeah, because it's freaking hot. Anyway, she was like, "Listen," and I was like, "Oh god, it's super serious." And unfortunately, my nana, she passed away in her sleep that day. And it was a massive shock. It was, and I think we all had like the same response, of like, wait, what? So that was, so having to deal with that, it was kind of like, now don't get me wrong when I say this, she would have been 92 this year, and she's probably one of the toughest, strongest, just honest to God, she beat 2 different types. She had like skin cancer, and she had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. She went through chemotherapy. She had pancreatitis that should have killed her. She was a type 1 diabetic and nearly slipped into multiple diabetic comas and lived. And she is probably one of the strongest women that I've ever met in my life. Like, oh my goodness, if she can keep going, then, I mean, hey, most of us should be able to too. So it was, yeah, look, we knew that she had been deteriorating. She was, oh my god, she was 91. And she was living in a home since my granddad passed away. And I think she was lonely. I mean, come on. You know, yeah, you've got your own little, like, friends in the home, but it's not the same, you know? It's not the same as being, like, mobile. Like, my grandmother, so my grandmother on my mum's side, she's still mobile. It's like she can still hop on the bus, or she can still go down the street and go to the shop and go for a walk, and she's in her late 70s? I think she's late 70s, I think, or maybe early 80s, late 70s. But she's still fully mobile, you know, and she can still make phone calls and she can still talk to people. Whereas my nana, she was blind, so you had to be like right in front of her face for her to be able to see you. And she was still really, actually, like, in all honesty, she was still so good at being able to tell who you were. Like, I'd be like, hi Nana, and she'd be like, Stacey, and I'm like, okay. In some instances her mind wasn't so great and she would tell you the same story like 10 times in the one day, but she still knew who we all were, which was freaking amazing in my eyes. And you could show her pictures from, like, back in the day, back when she was in her youth and like her 20s and when she was married, and she'd get a magnifying glass and she would look at it and she could still tell you who each person was. And it was like, okay, like, her short-term memory wasn't fantastic, but her long-term memory was freaking immaculate. So I guess losing her suddenly, even though we knew it would eventually happen, it's still never an easy thing. So yeah, just kind of like having to process that, which is not fully processed through my brain, I'm telling you that now. Probably was a bit too much to handle. And then going to work and like still being in pain from my back, and then, you know, just, yeah, having to deal with a lot is a lot. But yeah, so and then Monday rolled around and it was my birthday, and like, I didn't really, like, I know she wouldn't want any of us to be sad and she would want us to keep on being happy, but of course you still have to go through that process of like mourning her and, you know, not being able to like personally say goodbye before she passed away. And, you know, it's those things where, you know, as I've grown a lot older, and I've become more aware of like what illnesses actually are and what they do to a person, you know, it gives you a better understanding. And, you know, when you were younger, your grandparents were the ones to take care of you and babysit you and play with you and even take care of you when you weren't well and visit you when you were sick, and, you know, bring you presents and spoil you and all that. And then everybody gets older, and then as you get older you start to take care of them. And yeah, I think realizing that just does make it like a lot harder to, like, you know, have to say goodbye. And I feel really bad for my dad because that's his mum, And within a year and a bit, we've lost both of them, which just sucks, you know. And I mean, I was 12. Yeah, I was 12, almost 13, when we lost my Orpa, of a really horrid illness. And like I remember that, but I think my sisters were a bit young to remember. I know that my youngest sister Mel was, but I remember back then, like my nana and granddad, they had come to the funeral to help with us kids, because, you know, well, there was 5 of us, and poor dad had to wrangle us all, you know, and try taking 5 kids, especially a couple of them that don't really understand what's going on, to a funeral. The backup was helpful. And yeah, I remember Nana and Granddad sitting with us, and like kind of entertaining Mel, because she was that age, and then, you know, just saying to like us older kids that it's okay to be upset, and it's, you know, it's okay to be sad. They were really good grandparents. They really were. Both sets of grandparents were really good to us. Anyway, so I don't cry and have to restart my makeup. Continue. So the funeral is next week, so we officially say goodbye to her next week and lay her to rest. And I guess we kind of just keep on going, because I suppose what else can you do, you know? You can't, time doesn't stop for you to like grieve, which I think is just, well, then again, I think if the world stopped for everybody to grieve, the world would never tick on, and we would always be stuck in time, which is such an odd thing to think about. But those are the things my brain tries to process on a regular basis. Anyway, Tuesday, change of pace, people. Tuesday, I spent the day up at Royal Perth Hospital, having some scans done. So basically they injected some dye into my veins, my pretty veins, and then scanned me, and then I had to like wait and drink like a shit ton of water to like flush or like help it absorb into the bones. So that took a couple of hours, and then they like scan you for a while. They do like 1 little scans, and then they do a lot of other scans, and then they did like a full CT, so then they could combine the images. Basically they just want to see like the blood flow, if the blood flow is okay around where I'm in pain, or if it's like decreased because of the pain and swelling. So, and that's so when I see the surgeons next month, this lovely surgeon that listened to my case in a meeting, and he's not actually part of my case. He's not one of the 3 surgeons I see, but he turned around and he's like, no, we need to do something for you, because you shouldn't be in the amount of pain you are, and you shouldn't have the type of spine that you do. I can't help it, like, it just decided to be the way it is, and that's not what he was getting at. He was just basically saying, I shouldn't have to live with the pain that I'm living with, and he felt really bad for me, and he wants to do something for me. So fingers crossed he does, and he doesn't take it back, because I will just punch him fair and square in the throat. Anyway, I also had, last week, I had a pre-admission appointment. Basically, I had to see nurses and anaesthetists and pharmacists to basically just go over everything I would need to do to prepare and like what comes after surgery and like what I need to expect after surgery. So that, yeah, I could basically, because there's certain things that I have to do pre-surgery to prepare myself. It's really in depth, like, oh my goodness. I was like, okay, this is what I'm getting myself into. Noted. It's intense, it's a lot. Like there's this like specific wash I have to wash my entire body with. 6 days pre-op that I have, like including my hair. And the stuff that I have to like swab up my nose. I also have to this is the funny bit, right? So the chick was telling me that we were like in a room like with nobody else in there, and she said it so quietly. She's like, so you also will need to take some suppositories the night before. And I'm like, oh yeah, cool, no worries, whatevs. The worst thing I've ever had to do to prepare for something. Anyway, but she had forgotten to put it in the little pack that she'd given me, so she had to come out to the waiting room. Fuck, it was funny. She comes up to me and she's like, I forgot your suppositories. And I started laughing so hard. And then all these people were looking at me and I'm like, mate, I have no shame. I've had so many people see different parts of my body for different surgeries. I really don't care. So, I mean, I found it funny. I guess maybe it was a relief that I found it funny and not embarrassing, because, you know, she could just walk away and then maybe chuckle to herself thinking, okay, this girl's, you know, she's got no shame. That's cool. No worries. So, I don't know. But, yeah, there you go. So yeah, I had to do that. So basically it's pretty much just a waiting game now, until I like find out from the surgeons like what exactly they're going to do. Yeah. Next up, now that I've made my eyes super colorful, I feel like I'm in the late 1960s and going to a disco. Disco, disco. I'd totally go to a disco. That'd be so much fun. Okay, so prime. And I'm gonna put lots of primer on today. I look funny, just because I really like glowy skin. Plus, I really want my makeup to stay because it is supposed to be 32 degrees, which is warm. It's warm enough. It's too warm for me, but I also have to, yeah, you know, also keep this from coming off on a 32-degree day. Ugh, I get it everywhere, but that's okay. I want really, really moist. Moist is a funny word. Plus really under the eyes. I'm tired. And then basically just don't fully rub it in until it's like completely dry. You still want some moistness to the skin. I'll just really focus on my under eye. Right. Now, some people will go ahead and set that. I don't see the point because it's just going to make your skin dry. Whatever. But you can. You do you. I'm not judging. Okay. Prepare my... It's like I'm preparing for like a little surgery. No, I'm preparing to mix my shade. Excuse me. I made like the best freaking fruit smoothie this morning. I put avocado in it. Makes it so smooth. Ugh, cannot get enough. Need a little mixing wand. So yeah, it's just a waiting game now. I think this is gonna be too dark. Maybe not. Goodness me, I'm pretty damn good at colour matching, aren't I? It's like the same as my neck. Goodness, I'm good. It's like fig jam. Okay, I'm good, just ask me. So I'm just gonna go in with the whole stippling motion, which is what I'm doing. The tapper, tapper, tapper. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna think about whether I would need like an eyeliner or not. Probably yes. I think eyeliner will look mint. And this makeup also has to last until I finish work at 6 o'clock tonight. So. And I will bake my under eye. Baking. And that's where you put like heavy amounts of powder on to like fully set your makeup. Oh, babysitting my nephew this weekend. My sister has a wedding to go to. So excited. Having myself a long, relaxing weekend. I was actually supposed to take time off. I was actually going to take the whole week off because of my birthday, which is what I usually do every year. But because surgery is really unknown, I'm trying to save some holidays so I can actually take like enough time off without going back to work too early, because I don't really want to have to do that. The more time I can take off to like recoup and let my body like recover normally, the better, like without having to like rush it and go back. But then it's also that thing where I've got to like teach people to do my job while I'm gone, because there's probably going to be some days where I'm doped up to my eyeballs and won't be able to answer any question that they throw at me anyway. But yeah, they'll be like, how do I do this? I'll be like, hey. Yeah. I'm gonna be useless to them. But anyway, fingers crossed. I am hopeful. So yeah. What else? What else is going on in my life? God, my budget. I think I put this in the last week's one. I really don't know. That my freaking budgie flew away. Oh shit. He saw an opportunity and he took it. Can't blame him for that, but also rude. Just really freaking rude. I'm trying to be like super precise here. Ugh, it's really hard. Because I don't want to like ruin makeup. Okay. There we go. Tappa, tappa, tappa. Yeah, so what else? I'm trying to think. I really don't think I have anything like super important going on. Apart from the fact that like some form of surgery will be happening after I see the surgeon next month. So yeah. What else is going on in my life? I don't know. Got some new veggie plants and put it in a new pot. So I upscale old broken sand filters from pools. because they make really good pot plants. You like cut the top half off and they're like a really decent size, and you can like spray paint them. You can do like so much with them. But yeah, I like to make pot plants out of them. I had to take my belly bar out the other day and it doesn't like it. I kind of have to just go and pop it out because it's like really tight, and then getting it back in is a bitch. But anyway, and that hurted. And now it's like grumpy and sad and like red, and it bled and it hurt. So I'm gonna be using my You Better Work Gym Proof Waterproof fixing powder to fix under the eyes, but I just realised I haven't concealed. Concealed don't feel. And I think I've showed you this hack, but I took the little inside cap out and there is so much more left in there. I swear these companies are ripping this off deliberately. So I just want to conceal under my eyes. Oh my god, I did it with like one of my mascaras that I thought had completely run out. No, it hadn't. Nope. This is just where I like to like brighten my T-zone and also cover my sins. Be covering all these sins. And then just like blend it out a bit. Blend it out. Just because it also then, yeah, just adds a little bit of brightness up in there. And then I don't look so like one tone. Now I am actually caping it on more than I would usually do, but I haven't worn this amount of makeup in such a long time. So I'm going all out for you guys, okay? I'm going all out. Okay. I'm now ready to bake. Okay. Now I'm ready to bake. And then I'm gonna brush my eyebrows out so I can do my eyebrows. I learned this trick that if your powder is like a real compact powder, just get like a spoolie and like scratch it up, and then you can get like a really good amount of powder onto your sponge to then bake with. These are like, I sweat so much, so I have to like put it like everywhere around my mouth. Okay, while I'm baking my face, oh, it's itchy. Okay, I need to brush my eyebrows out because they're full of makeup. And it also helps put like a little bit of fixing powder in there. I end up getting so itchy. Just from like dermatitis, which comes and goes when it pleases. Okay. Actually, let me just put it there. So I can get out. Because I want to like line the back end of my, back end. Excuse you. I would like to fill out the tail end of my, it's going hard. Hold up. Hold up, wait a minute, let me put my 2 cents in it. Whoa. Just have to, hold on, make it a bit more liquidy for myself. Mixy, 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 mix. Mix, 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 mix. Itsy witsy spider went up the water spout. There we go. Just want that little bit more colour in my eyebrows. Just that when I brush them up, they just look that little bit fuller. Because I do have eyebrow hairs there, believe it or not. They're just like really fine hairs. Okay, now that they're a little bit fuller, I can now go ahead and brush them upwards. So we will use Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Filler. I actually like this one. This is in a soft brown, so then if I do a darker undercolor, then this helps. It's quite cute, like. Just adds that little bit of like definition, I suppose you could say, to the brow. Except for when they like tag team not wanting to go the direction I have asked them to go. Then that's annoying. I know eyebrows are sisters, not twins, but still it's freaking annoying when all you want is the eyebrows to go the one way and they refuse. And they decide to be a piece of shit and not match. It's really annoying. Really, really annoying. Yeah, anyway. I will come back to them while this bit dries anyway. Okay. I need to sneeze and cough and it's going to be gross, so I'm just going to quickly pause this. Hang on. Okay, better. It was a good one, made my eyes water. So we're just going to buff this out a bit. And then we can go in and do the rest of the face. And then we can contour and blend and highlight. Because you all know how much I love to contour, blend and highlight. Oh, and I just love a good setting powder. And I actually like quite enjoy this one for a setting powder. It's actually quite good, and especially for their price point as well. They've got really good pricing. And I actually like their products. Okay. So now, excuse me, now we get to put some bronzer on. So I'm actually going to go with my Back to Bronze by L'Oreal Paris. Use this one. Now, because I have a really chunky face, I like to just put a bit of bronzer underneath my jaw, which I do buff out to make it look a little bit better, but it just like brings that face shape back in. And then just a little bit up through my hairline. And then, because I'm feeling extra bougie today, I'll be like that. Let me just line a little bit of the nose. Just buff it a little bit. Do I want a little bit of blush? I don't know. I'll think about it, but we'll get some highlighter. I'll do this one. I just love highlighters so much. Okay. I was born to glow. Yes, I was. Okay. Oh, sorry. It's aircon and fan with me. Just a little bit of blush. Just a little bit. For rosy cheeks. And then I still like to buff it out. Just a little bit. Okay, now. They're a bit dry now, so I can go in with my clear brow gel and just make them fully do what I want them to. So my clear brow gel is by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it is a very good one. It actually wasn't too pricey. I think I ordered it online from Sephora. Sephora's coming to Perth. I'm gonna be so broke. Shit. Okay, eyeliner. Use my quick flick stamps, I think. Just have to make them a bit runnier because they sit in my little drawer and I don't always use them all the time. So just going to make sure the stamp is full again. eyeliner. Just make sure I get it off my hand. It is a good product. It doesn't come off, like, at all. I literally have to wash the shit out of my face for it to come off. Now, excuse me while I move this a little bit closer so I can see. So I can do this properly. Okay. So this is the right stamp for the right side. Now, see, I'm pretty lucky because I've already got my point to work with. And then I do the left side. And because I have hooded eyelids, I just come out a bit from like where my actual hood lining comes out a bit. Now I have to fill it in a little. And this is where, like, I have to be careful because I can make mistakes. And then when I make mistakes, it pisses me off. Sorry about my silence, I'm just concentrating, kids. Just concentrating for a sec. Okay, good job. Concentrated. Now I just need to concentrate again, hang on. Bear with me. Now if you're ever unsure when doing eyeliner, just do like small strokes, because then you can always like build on it or fill it in later. Because then I have to get the two bastards to match. Down, down, move baby. Good baby, make all go so quick, scoop it up, down to the side. Why you got me feeling a little lazy? I think they match. I think they do. Okay. Now, where did my little friend go? Or did I throw it in the bin? I don't think I did. Oh, well that's okay, because I just need to fix up a little bit. So, actually no, I will. I'll use a little, what's this? Okay, so that's fine, that's done. So what I'm going to do is just some colour underneath and then do some mascara. We're getting there, kitty cats. So I'll use this one, I think. Yeah. What colour? What colour, what colour, what colour? Maybe purple. Sorry, I'm just gonna make it right. There we go. Okay, Now we can do some mascara. Mascara. Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. My nose is running. Oh, it's the only thing about being in like with a direct fan on, or basically wherever there is like cooler air, is my nose just gets so runny and like congested. It's really annoying. Actually, I need to flip that back around again. I actually really think this is cute. It's very disco-y. I actually like it. I dig it. I dig it. Okay, so can't believe I've actually had time to do this, and I'm probably gonna be late for work, but that's fine. I guess I should say, while I'm doing this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell. Shit, I just got myself. So when I do these, you are notified. Like, share, comment, all that kind of jazz. Let me know if, you know, there's anything in particular you want me to try and do, what look you want to do next. Go over, hang on, I'm trying not to let my eye water because for the eye. Head over to my Instagram page. It's just Illuminating Faces. That's on Instagram. And you'll see my lovely face. Because I've got mostly me on there, just with like different looks I'm doing because of COVID. But there are a few client ones on there as well. So hopefully, once I know 100% what's going on with my back, I can then basically reopen my bookings back up. Because at the moment, while I'm in limbo with not knowing about my back, I don't want to book too many in advance and then have to like cancel on people because I can't actually, you know, do it because, you know, my back's out. I'd rather put it on pause for a little bit longer and then, yeah, go from there. So yes, please, if you would like to subscribe to my channel, because the more subscribers I get, the more I can build this little family of mine, because I really do enjoy YouTube. I enjoy the makeup side of it, I enjoy the true crime side of it, you all should know that by now. Yeah. Music, of course, I have so many different, like, things that I like and things that I don't like. So yeah, I have very, I like to say, exquisite taste. Yeah. I also like really, damn, I should catch yourself in the eye again. What is going on with me this morning? Like, seriously, I don't know what's going on with me. I'll thin those out in a sec, but come on. Liner. In the lash line. There we go. I actually quite like this look. It's quite cute. I'm just gonna do a very simple lip. But I will do a lip liner. I mean, I could go ahead and do a really bold lip, but I think I'll just stick to the basic one. Just so it doesn't take it away from like the rest of the look. Because I really like this colour. Perfect. And I'm done. I need more hairspray. So just need to quickly get rid of little bits of scar that I got everywhere. But other than that, I am done. Anyway, I hope you liked today's look. Yeah. Have a good day. Have a good week. Yeah, I'll see you next week, guys. I'm trying to stay at it. Bye, have a good day.